Hey! Glad you made it. I'm really happy that you're willing to give this game a shot. It's one of my favourite things to do with friends. Between the role-playing, strategy and just being goofy with each other, it's always a great time. D&D has something for every kind of player. Now, you said the other day that you wanted to just get kind of an intro experience before joining my regular campaign group. So I figured a more individual sort of experience would be a good way of showing you the ropes. Give you an idea of what the experience can feel like. Just take a seat whenever you feel like getting started. I've got snacks that should last us until the end of the universe, so help yourself to those too. Good to go? Okay, do you want to be a holy warrior with the ability to heal yourself and or maybe a win? But it's also lots of fun to just be a barbarian with a big axe. Barbarians can get so angry that they just kind of forget that they've been hit and keep hacking away. I've always had a hard time choosing when I'm a player. Okay, next let's allocate your stats. You want me to explain how stats and dice rolling work in this game? You'll also see that your class already... Do you want to make them better at what they already do, or... And like that, you've made... Now, how about we dive right into things? The continent of Faerun has seen hundreds of stories turn into legends. The Dawn Age, when dwarves overthrew the tyrannical giants and elves waged war against evil dragons, thereby carving out a place in the world for small folk. The tyranny of the Rose Dragon, when the great red worm Ylvir af Salisar nearly razed Kalimshan and established her cruel empire. The time of troubles, when celestials and fiends alike were cast from their own realms, warring and laying waste to the mortal plane in their efforts to reclaim their divine positions. Yet each great story has great people steering the narrative. The Rose Dragon's empire only fell because Rafak al-Khajan and his companions slew the evil beast. The times of troubles ended because those like the mage Midnight rose to the occasion, in their case taking the mantle of divinity from the slain celestial Mistra until she could be resurrected. Now we come to the precipice of another such event, a budding calamity that could warp reality as we know it. Though there is no prophesied chosen one, no foreseen saviour, if you play your cards right, you might just be able to avert what is to come. Or perhaps your story will simply serve as a cautionary tale for those who survive. Despite this, it all starts with something as mundane as fetching groceries for your parents. We open on Nashkel, a village on the northern slopes of the Cloud Peaks. The late spring rains have abated, making the trek across town to deliver a commission for your father at least a bit less muddy. As you make your way back along the main street, though, it is hard not to notice that your otherwise quiet home is riddled with strained, whispered conversations. Standing behind his produce stand is Eric.
Your father said you'd be... Anyhow, here you go. I'm sure he appreciates having you around to do all the heavy lifting for him.
Thanks, Eric.
Sure thing. Just make sure to get home safe.
What's everyone whispering about?
Everyone's worried about the people who've gone. That makes the 4th person in 2 weeks. People are real frightened. I can't blame them. Might be a good idea to not wander around on your own, even in town.
Fair point. You watch out for yourself, too. Your wife would either break down or start tearing the fort.
Yeah, and then give...
Take care, Eric.
Mm-hmm. See you around.
You hear voices from inside your house. Perhaps it is worth waiting and listening in.
Then I just heard about it this morning.
Does anyone else know?
I caught one of the trackers before he could go out to look for Helsa. He said he'd check it out while the trail was still warm, if there was one, but I don't know if he told anyone else first.
We'll have to assume that he did. People are already starting to panic, and this will make it worse. I heard people at the market this morning talking about unfamiliar monsters. No one had seen the things themselves, but the rumors are bad enough.
This goes on and you'll have a mob at your front door demanding answers.
I'm surprised we haven't seen one already. We've got to get ahead of this.
So what are you going to do about it?
Give me a minute. I've got an idea, but I want to talk it over with Katra first. You're welcome to stay if you like. They should be back soon.
Ah, there you are. Put the food on the table and come talk to me. There's something we need to discuss. Listen, this is asking a lot.
Then don't say it.
But I need you to go speak with Endon.
You're right. I think I will.
I have to agree with Ellen. They'd make a tempting target.
The trackers have been going on their own.
Yes, but you could just send...
I want the trackers to keep looking. After all the times you've run off into there, and Vair's important.
And you're not worried what Vair might do to them?
Unless Katra does something really stupid, which I would trust them not to...
You know I'm standing right here and can answer for myself.
Hey, watch the sarcasm. We've talked about this.
Well, they're right. Manners aside, they can speak for themselves, and hopefully also point out how reckless and stupid... Mom, if I can help the village...
I was hoping you'd say that. Now, Endon Dravair...
100?
I took it from the village's emergency. Start with a low offer. Whatever help or advice you can give will be welcome. If we're lucky...
I still think that this is a...
If I'm being honest, it probably is a bad...
Is there anything else I should know?
At this point, you know every...
Right.
Oh, before you go, do you want to do a quick spar?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. one more thing. I'm sure you can find your way. Thanks.
Just be careful.
What is that? Is someone... Whoa!